Hi, I'm Dan Weedin. Welcome to this edition of Weedin Unleashed. Back again for another Monday. This is how it works. Every Monday, or just about every Monday, noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern, all times in between, I host a free broadcast experience just like this for you, based on one of the topics, concepts, best practices, or something that just enters my mind that made me write about it for Extra Points, my weekly newsletter. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be talking about today's Extra Points. If you're not getting extra points, shame on you. That's easy to rectify. Contact me at dan@danweedin.com, or you can go to my website at danweedin.com, go to newsletter, and sign up for Extra Points, and you'll get it every Monday morning in your inbox. If you also follow me on my blog at weedin360.com, I post my Extra Points there as well. In addition, you can follow me on Google+, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. They will all have my Extra Points, but the easiest way is on my newsletter. And we'll talk about today's topic in just a second. I want to thank you for being here, whether you're watching live or on my YouTube channel, danweedin.tv. I make this available after the fact. Again, it's a free experience for all of you. And but if you do come in live, we'll see if we have some people here live in just a few minutes. If you do come in live, you have the ability to connect with me, to ask questions, to make comments on anything that I talk about here. So that's an added bonus. Let's dive right into today's topic. It's called Tip of the Ball. Tip of the Ball was today's Extra Point topic. And it comes from a recent NFL Network's documentary on one of my favorite athletes of all time, Steve Largent. Steve Largent is a Hall of Famer. He played for the Seattle Seahawks, I think 13 or 14 years, his entire career. I had one chance once to be up close and personal and somewhat meet him when he was a young guy. I was a young guy too. I was in junior high at that time, and I was at a basketball camp at Eastern Washington University when the Seahawks were training over there, training camp, and he and Jim Zorn walked by me, and I had a chance to chat with him very briefly, but that's beside the point. Anyway, Steve Largent, great football player, NFL Hall of Famer, terrific Seahawk, and the NFL Network finally did a Football Life documentary on him. One of the interesting things that came out of that documentary was a story that he told about shooting skeet. Largent showed himself on the documentary as a skeet shooter, and he said one of the best tips he got years and years ago, early in his NFL career, was that when you're shooting at skeet, you don't want to aim where the skeet is. You want to aim at the tip of the skeet. Obviously, if you shoot where it is, the skeet is moving, it's no longer going to be there. But if you aim at the tip where it's going, you're going to hit it. And Largent said, I wonder if I can take that concept into catching passes. And so he said, we're always taught to keep our eye on the ball. Keep our eye on the ball. But what I decided to do is keep my eye on the tip of the ball. And he said he became a tremendously better pass catcher, took him right into Canton in the Hall of Fame by doing that. So what can you and I learn from that story? How can we take it into our professional career? Well, the reality is that sometimes we hear ourselves, hey, you got to keep your eye on the ball. When it comes to your business, when it comes to your career, keep your eye on the ball. The problem is your ball is also moving. And if you keep your eye on the ball, you may never be ahead of the curve. You may never get to where the ball's going. You, like Steve Largent and like skeet shooters worldwide need to keep your eye on the tip. Keep your eye on the tip of your ball. This is what I mean. Today, in November of 2015, you should be thinking about November of 2016. What is it that you want to accomplish by then? What kind of clients do you want to have? What type of employees do you want to have? Envision that. Where do you want to be in your business, and where do you want to be in your career 1 year from now? 1 year from now. That means you have to focus on that. You need to focus on where you are going, not where you are today. And that means you're going to have to adjust your activities and behaviors to meet that. How do you change your activities and behaviors to identify with where you want to be? Let me give you an example. I'm a consultant, and I work with specific clients. Not specific. I work with clients, and I've identified a target market for those clients. But do I want that same type of client in the future, or am I aiming at different clients? I need to start writing and creating intellectual property and putting together programs for the type of clients I want to reach 1 year from now. Now, that doesn't mean I don't want my same clients that I have today a year from now. Of course I do. Of course, they're tremendous clients, and I enjoy working with them, and my plan is to continue that. But I may have a goal of reaching a different level of revenue type of a company. I may be looking at Fortune 500 companies, which I don't have any as clients right now, but may want. And so I will start targeting my marketing, my intellectual property creation to larger clients, maybe to Fortune 500. I'm looking at that now. I'm doing my strategic planning right now as we speak, because I want to keep my eye on the tip of my football, my game ball. So what about you? What do your clients, what do you want them to look like in a year? Who is it that you want to pursue? What activities do you want to pursue? Should your business or you be doing 1 year from now? What kind of professional growth opportunities do you want 1 year from now? I just signed up for something for next year because the series that I signed up for identifies completely with one of my growth outcomes that I want to achieve, some of the results that I want to achieve. Too many of us get stuck in what am I doing today and what do I have to do to continue to do it? But we're not standing still. Our business is constantly fluid, it's volatile, and it's meant for us to change with it. You have to be the driving force in that. It needs to be intentional for you. So the tip of the ball, where is your ball headed? Instead of keeping your eye on your ball today, where are you going in your business and in your career and in your personal life? The same applies there as well. So I don't know if there's anybody out there who has any questions or any comments. This is your time to do that. I've been rambling on for about 7 or 8 minutes here, and I'm happy to hear what you have to say. If you're watching this at a later time, email me. Let me know if this resonated with you, and if so, what was it that did? So let's talk about it. I'll summarize here and see if there's any questions, but I'll summarize real briefly. Your business, your career is constantly in motion. Next December 9th, are you going to be in the same position you are today? Are you going to be better off? Are you going to have been improved? Are you going to have a different clientele? Are you going to be marketing to different people? Are you going to have different employees? Are you seeking out employees who do things for you in the future that you're not doing right now? What kind of professional growth do you want to have in your personal life? What's going on there? Maybe you're having a huge life change. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're seeking out a new job. Maybe you want to buy a new house. Where is it that you want your lifestyle and your life to be a year from now? So that's my thoughts for today. Keep track of what I'm going to be offering for you in that same vein, because I've got some professional growth opportunities that I'm going to be announcing this week for 2016. Actually, a few of them are happening here in the next month and a half. These will help you get to where you want to be, both professionally and personally. So I encourage you to keep an eye out for them. Some are free, some you need to have a financial investment. But either way, these will help you get to where you want to be, and by aiming at the tip of the ball. So I want to thank you for being here today. I'll be back next Monday, 12 o'clock Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern. Again, this is free for you. You can sign up on Google Connect or on Google Drive. You can follow me on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook. Subscribe to my newsletter. Go to my blog at Weedin360.com. All of those work just fine. So thank you for taking your time, investing your time in watching today. And my encouragement to you is that as we end one year and go into the next one, that you're keeping your eye on the tip of the ball. Until next week, have a great rest of the week. Ciao.